We've always had pigs. I started when I was little with my dad, and it just continues. My wife and I run a 100-sow farrow to feeder pig operation. I like how you always have new little animals every other week. On our farm, we have 3 main buildings. One for gestation. Gestation is the period from when they are bred to right before they have babies, which is 114 days in length. Then the next building is what we call the farrowing barn, and where they have the little piglets and where they nurse those piglets for 18 to 24 days. And then the third barn that's on our farm is the nursery that the little piglets get moved into, and they stay in the nursery for 6 weeks. In those 6 weeks, they go from 12 pounds to 50 pounds. And when they are 50 pounds, we sell those pigs for our income to individuals that feed them out to market weight, which is 265 to 280 pounds. We raise our pigs in buildings to keep the environment stable. We don't want a big swing up and down, with the weather changes in Minnesota. Pigs like a consistent temperature. We have curtains on the side, which is natural ventilation. We also have 1 fan for exhaust. We also have 2 big 3-foot circulating fans to circulate the air when it's really hot. When it gets above 90 degrees, pigs can't sweat, so they need to have cool temperatures. Let's go feed them. The feed that I give them is what we mix on the farm: corn, soybean meal, oats, and minerals. The corn is what we grow on our own farm, and that's for energy. And the soybean meal is protein, and the vitamins and minerals are what all of us need, just everyday vitamins. And then the oats is some fiber. That's basically what's in the ration. We breed about 95% EI. The traits I'm looking for in a sow are probably how they stand, their legs, how their underline looks for milking ability and keeping litters alive, and breedable, breedback, fast growth, and good meat quality. That's what the consumers want. We are headed to the farrowing barn. On our farm, we farrow every other week. On one side of this barn, a sow is farrowed, and 2 weeks later, another side. The critical stage is the first 3 days. So you try to have a cleanest, sterilest environment you can when they start farrowing. That way, when they're born, they don't get right into bacteria, because their immune system is not fully developed when they're first born. They'll have immunity from the sow, but it's better to keep the crate clean, keep the environment clean the first week of life. Temperature in this building is between 65 and 68, and when little pigs are born, they like it about 95 degrees. Little pigs, what they do is nurse and sleep. So when they're sleeping, they like it warm. So that's why we add the heat lamps and the black pad, which absorbs heat. So it's almost like a little bed area for them to lay on. Because if a pig gets a draft or gets chilled, that's normally when you get sick animals. We give piglets iron shots to help anemia and to help build their immune system to fight diseases. They're born with a limited supply of iron, and they don't get iron through the milk of a sow. It's between 18 and 24 days is when we take the little pigs off the sow and bring them into the nursery barn. And they usually weigh between 10 and 15 pounds. They're in the nursery barn for 6 weeks. They eat 3 rations while they're in the nursery. The first ration is a pelleted ration that's high in energy, high in milk products, because in the farrowing barn all they know is drinking milk. And when they go into the nursery, they have to learn how to eat. It helps them get through the stressful period of the change from drinking to eating. The next ration is a transition from that to The third ration. The third ration is a soybean, corn, oats mix that we mix on our farm from the crops that we grow, and that's what they eat from the second week they're in there to their 50 pounds. The manure handling in this building is a 3-foot pit underneath the pens where the manure falls through, and then it goes to a holding tank where we pump it out to the fields when we need to put fertilizer for the next year's crop. Good corn crop, you need a lot of nitrogen, and the pig manure helps with that, replenishing the soils in our crop rotation to help get us the bushels that we need to feed these pigs all year round. I like being outside, doing your own thing. You're the one that's in charge. I think it's a good family activity. I mean, kids learn good lessons in life of helping animals, learning how to be responsible, having something to be proud of what you do.